Good morning. Welcome to another vlog. Should I to work? I'm tired. But it's Friday. So tomorrow I get to sleep. So yeah, it's Friday. That's good news. That means I can use my computer longer. I can do it for ML PS4. And I have to go to sleep early. Less up. I can make more remixes. I'm good about it. It's hotter than us. It's hotter. That's not a good thing. Isn't it? Oh. Well, no one thing. My look, his man has AC and it feels great. Great. At least I want to worry about the heat until later. So I'm good right now. We're going to the Intrepid now.
Yeah.
Everybody can see. 2016. 2016.
Hey, Jason.
Oh, man.
Jason.
This probably should be the intro right here. 2016. We're off. Let's go. Yeah. They're feeling that number now. Yeah.
2016.
Roll off. All right. Trip. 2016.
Bro, every day after work, I've been taking Uber since 2016.
Let's go. Walk.
And we're off to the next train, the 7th. Got the crew class, summer 2016, summertime.
I went to Smith.
I told you something.
Yes. I went to Times Square most of the time.
Building is huge. Whoa! We're walking right now.
You know what that building is?
I don't even know what that building is, but it's huge. And it's nice outside. It's not too hot. It was hotter in the train station than outside. So, but if you're wondering what we're doing, we're going to Intrepid. Hopefully I can see the Star Trek ship. I don't really watch Star Trek, but I've seen the strip. It looks pretty dope as hell. Can't wait to see how it looks. It's gonna be epic. As long as it's free. We know. Broke out here. We don't have anything to get inside. We can lie in here. We're here. The Intrepid made it. Hopefully it's a good time. We're heading into the Intrepid. Getting closer. All the cars. Water. Yes. Going inside. Line. We gotta wait a bit. We gotta wait a bit for the line to go through. We're inside. Sorry for the blurriness, but we're inside.
I remember everything. I used to go into 5 years ago. I used to go there. I'm always eating pancakes.
Well, the tour is now starting. Yeah. Nope.
We're not gonna check out Star Trek. I mean, we can talk about Star Trek because it's real.
I thought I would have because she
I
said
watched
secret
that
preview.
Oh, I see what you're
I
saying.
think I saw that shit.
Excellent. Oh, you saw the show?
Hey,
Have you
it's
seen
a
the
haircut.
movies? I
Yes.
haven't seen the new movies we're about to go on. So I was telling the gentleman that needed to use the restroom, giving them a little game plan. So we're gonna walk up some stairs to get up to the flight deck. Check out some planes up here. We're gonna do that first because it's hot. And then we're gonna head down some stairs down here to get to the front of the ship. Check that out a little bit, and then be inside for the rest of the time. So that is the plan. How's that sound? Sound good for you?
Good.
Excellent. We follow.
So already tired.
This is called the hangar deck. So we're going to be visiting this area last. So we're going up a few more stairs up to the top. We ready to keep moving? Go.
We made it to the top. Hey, the planes everywhere.
Yeah.
Planes, planes, planes all around you. La di da di da di da. La di da di da.
Picture on this helicopter.
You feel good? You made it. I'll take your picture.
Stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about life at sea, what it was like to be on this ship. We'll also talk about like whatever you guys are interested. So I know we're definitely going to check out some jets.
Yeah.
We're going to check out some cool stuff. And we're starting up out here, like I said, because it's pretty hot outside.
Yeah.
So this area, does anybody remember what this top part of the ship was
The
called?
landing?
The fleet decks.
I'm hearing a bunch of things. So this is called the flight deck up here.
Flight deck.
I was gonna say that.
The flight deck.
So what do we think it's called the flight deck?
Because they land and take flight from here.
Yeah, exactly. So essentially, this is kind of like a mini airport up here. So
Yeah.
planes were constantly taking off from this end of the ship, and we're landing on this back end of the ship. Now you notice I said only this part is where they're taking off, and only this part is where they're landing. So they don't have a lot of room to do either. So up here, they had something called steam catapults that they would attach to in order to help them get enough speed to take off. And when they were landing, they had something back here. You can kind of see the lines for them. These are called arrestor cables.
Arrestor cable.
They're about as thick as my arm.
Where they land right here.
Mhm.
It stops here.
Exactly. And they have something called a tail hook that would catch onto that arrestor cable that was really, really strong, and it would help stop the airplane.
Yeah.
So it was pretty crazy working up here. So what do you guys think it would be like to work up here on the flight deck?
Scary.
Maybe a little bit scary, because like also imagine, we have to use our imagination a little bit.
The water.
Because it looks like a museum, and so we have these gates here. Guess what? These gates were not here when this ship was working. So it kind of gives me like the heebie-jeebies, like it's giving your teacher. So there's no gate. You have to worry about the water because is our museum moving right now or is it
No,
flat?
it's flat.
Yeah, so
It's not
imagine.
moving? I feel like we're moving. We're not on a boat?
We are
We're
on
on
a
a
boat,
boat, but
we-
it's floating.
it is floating, and you can't feel it move. It maybe adjusts a little bit every once in a while, but when you can, I'll show you videos of this boat downstairs. This boat would actually be moving a lot more like this sometimes.
So the plane didn't fall off?
Yeah, you had to be really careful to make sure you didn't fall off. And they actually had to do a lot to make sure the planes didn't fall off. So we see, so this is a helicopter that we're going to check out.
Oh.
It's from the Brooklyn Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Do you guys see those chains that the helicopter is attached to?
Yeah.
So they actually had to use to tie down these airplanes to make sure they wouldn't fall off.
Right.
So it was pretty crazy working up here.
Watch, guys.
And you can also imagine, on days like this, it was very, very hot. There's no shade, which is why we're not going to spend too much time up here. But there was also, since planes were taking off and landing all the time, it was also really loud. So it was hard to hear people. So you had to do some creative things in order. Can you hold this very carefully? So I don't want to keep that up. What they actually did is they actually had a bit of a trick because they couldn't hear very well, and they actually had essentially like noise canceling headphones on. They had to do some creative things, like wear different colored shirts to show what kind of job that they have. So this guy here, he's a brown shirt.
So he's a mechanic.
It looks a little bit like his job was like partially mechanic, partially because mechanics, they can take care of more than one thing. But for brown shirts, they got assigned one plane. It was their plane to take care of. So it was really important for him to do his job. Because that means he was kind of responsible for the pilot that flew in that plane. So it was important for him to take care of it, do a good job taking care of this. I'll show you one more. Remember, we talked about the arrestor cable. So it was the job of the blue shirts to make sure that these arrestor cables,
They pull.
yeah, that they did their job. They would make sure they were in the right place. They would make sure that they weren't broken in any way, because you can imagine a plane trying to grab onto a tail hook or grab onto an arrestor cable might break something. So we'll talk about more of these jobs in a little bit. But right now, let's go check out this helicopter. Now, the cool thing about this helicopter is that we're actually allowed to touch it. We're gonna get to go inside it. So it is pretty special what we're gonna do. I'll take my shit back. Thank you so much, friend.
So let's focus on the
We're gonna make
helicopters.
sure that
Otherwise,
this
you
door
can ask
shuts.
anything.
You guys are kind of like VIP. You are pretty
You are VIP.
So like these circles right here, you can also see them on the helicopter themselves. They're called rivets. They hold the helicopters and airplanes together. They're
Screws?
yeah, kind of screw that you use. So like these down here, these are technically screws. They're a little bit different from rivets.
Different color.
Yeah, they're also a different color. They're a different kind of feel to them. And they're also the way that you put them in are a little bit different, but they're essentially like screws. Anything that's white will reflect sunlight, and anything that's black or a darker color will absorb sunlight. So this is why different colors will feel different temperatures. Red, it will still feel hot, but it won't feel as hot as this black. So it's pretty cool. So we got the front of the helicopter right here. Who sits in the front?
The driver and the pilot.
Driver, the pilot. So make sure we got another chain right here. If I can't open this, I might need one of your guys' help.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
All right, go ahead. Pull. I got this. I got this.
See, I knew that one of you guys would be able to do this.
Yeah.
This is a helicopter that we restored. And sometimes when you restore something, there might be something wrong with it. So this door recently likes to get stuck, doesn't like to open. So it's another part that we have to fix, but it's airplanes and helicopters that you get to explore. So they have all these little quirks and little things that make them unique. Well, you can't go back there. You can look, but you can't go back there.
Oh.
Ooh.
Made it.
Oh,
Perfect.
let me see that.
Careful.
Oh, this is so cool. We inside.
Yeah, let's pretend.
We're on mission. We're on mission.
Yeah,
Aboard.
we're mission.
We're about to take flight. We're about to leave.
Pilot, we
Let's
need
go.
some.
Fly.
And then I want you to go back.
Let's go.
I want you to go back and see, or you can sit. Jason, look at me.
Yeah, boy.
Ray, look at me.
Here you can look.
That's cute, Ray. Right.
I gotta act like Star Wars in here. Make it so.
Say Mayday, we have a lot of issues
So how do you like it?
You guys have back up, step back up.
Hey, what's
Hey.
up?
Mayday, we're
What's
going
up,
down.
man?
We've got a
Hi.
lot
States movie.
X-Men, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So they have to go fast, but they don't really have anything to attack with because, you know, that would not make sense.
I see that in
You seen it in many movies?
Independence Day.
Oh,
X-Men.
it is also in Independence Day.
Yeah, I saw the second movie.
Just so you guys know, we're gonna go behind the.
right here. Okay.
So,
Alright,
if this plane is a jet plane, but it's not an attack plane,
it's a black
what?
bird.
What did you just say? Say it again.
It's a black bird.
It is.
Oh.
So it's technically a cousin of the blackbird, but it's very,
That was a
very,
big guess.
very similar to the blackbird. So this is the A12. This is, if you want to get technical, this is like the blackbird's like older brother. Lighter than the blackbird. It's a little bit faster than the blackbird.
It's faster.
It is
Than a
definitely
bullet.
faster. It is definitely faster than a bullet. How fast do you think this plane might actually
stop.
break the
Flash.
speed of
That's
sound?
why I was just going to ask you. Don't be so.
Wait, what?
No.
It's a flash.
The
It's feel like
flash, when Sheldon is flash and he goes so fast, I was going to ask you.
I think the supremely fast plane, what do you think its job might have been?
Scoping people, probably.
I like to use the word like scoping people. So this was our secret spy plane. How super
Spy plane!
was it, do you ask? I'm glad you did.
Yes.
So there used to be a camera that was housed right here. And supposedly, I cannot confirm nor deny this.
That's called the camera.
This camera was so good that if you flipped a coin and it landed on the flight deck and this plane happened to fly over, it could zoom all the way down, take a picture and see whether or not it's heads or tails. I believe it.
Dude.
The CIA is very
So it's from
secretive.
the CIA.
It is
Also.
very fast, and it was a super secret spy plane. So its
So,
job was
yeah.
to take pictures.
They take pictures of terrorists and other people around the Middle East.
I try to gun tubs because the Marines specifically worked these gun tubs here. So
Right.
these are all anti-aircraft weaponry. So kind of like the closer a plane gets would depend on what kind of gun you would use. You could
Blow it
this
up.
one, the 40 millimeter. This one is the, let me double check, the 38 caliber. Or you could use a 20 that is back.
Plane, by accident.
I don't think so.
Since
That's a
Iraq.
great question. I feel like because the planes that they were mostly flying when they would have used these during World War II were a very distinct, like different shades of blue. And the people that we were going against, the Japanese, their planes were mostly white.
Yeah.
So you could kind of like really tell like who was ours. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah. So, I mean, it's a little hot. You guys can check these out if you want to. You can actually climb on them. We can.
Look at this. Where they blow planes, they're going.
Okay, my friends, let's all gather around.
I know. It was too quick.
So-
It wasn't like.
I'm currently standing on something. This thing I'm standing on is called a knee knocker. It's called a knee knocker because if you're not paying attention, you're gonna hit your shins and then fall down and hit your knees. Now, the
I bet it happens to a lot of people.
Each deck is about 4 inches of steel, so it will hurt a lot if you fall. You guys are just gonna step over this, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be very careful.
Yeah, you want.
There's a knee knocker right here, and there's also one back here. Make sure you're watching.
Look, ammo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Beds, look at where they sleep. Triple bunk bed, you don't see that.
So really quickly, I wanted to point out
Sure.
people who are trying to pass by. Oh, okay, thank you. So the reason why the Marines worked those specific guns, because this is actually where they stayed. So how many people do you think could have fit being in this room? You're in here with about like 16 to 18 of your best friends. Hopefully most of the time. When you're on an aircraft carrier.
Well, back then you didn't need much stuff.
Stairs.
Yeah, especially when
Pass through this way. We're gonna go.
it's for goods in here. I want
Water fountain. Does it even work? I don't even.
Where the Marines were staying. Now down here, this happened to be where a lot of pilots lived, a lot of officers who were pilots. So I want you to go in there and tell me what you think and which room you'd rather be in, where the Marines are or where the pilots are.
The pilots.
The pilot stays right here. In the day. That's a
Nice.
magazine right there.
Hell yeah. Hey, look, I'm Muhammad Ali. Old school shaving products.
Sure, because I know the overall. It's nice that the sinks are right there, but the bathrooms will actually pass on our way out. They're actually downstairs, along with the showers. So again, we have another Nina.
Look at these. Look at these ropes.
Looks like a gym. I don't think that's what they use it for, though, but I see why you're saying that.
Is this a gym?
I'm glad that you actually said that.
It's not a gym. That's
Kind of a little interesting fact about.
Oh, it looks
the
like it's
Intrepid.
a mechanic.
It looks maybe a little bit like. What
Yeah.
why do you say mechanic?
Cause I see the wrench.
You see the wrenches?
Yeah.
Hold on to that observation.
Okay.
So actually, kind of a fun thing, a fun fact about the Intrepid is that when they were building it and they kind of were close to being finished, they discovered that it was a little too light on the front, so it wasn't balanced. So if they sent it out into the water, it would be more like this.
It'll sink
You need it-
like the Titanic.
Yeah, it could sink if it's not balanced. So they actually put in a lot of gyms and a lot of like workout equipment in different parts of the front parts of the ship in order to balance it out. So even though this area is not a gym, that's a great observation. Smart. So this is the anchor chain room. Yeah. This is where the anchor would be released to go down. Mm-hmm. Or pull it back up. Yeah. So, how do you guys think they were on the ship? How is the front of my model a little bit different from this room?
It's looking like a fin on a
Looks a little bit like a fin, maybe? Coolest little corner fun fact about this place. This is the coolest. So, as we're learning about the Olympics, we're learning about sports. And as we were walking down the steps, some of the people do for fun here. Sports and a lot of events. So some fun, like if we're talking about like really just like regular fun things to do, they would actually have pie eating contests. So kind of like a silly fun playing during a boxing match. They will play technically half court basketball. And so do you guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but so they would lower it about like halfway to make sure that the ball didn't fall off the sides. Because if the ball fell off the sides, it was like 100% gone. And entertain the troops, or the troops themselves. Sometimes questions over here was asking, like once somebody has a job and they're like assigned a job on the ship, do they change it? I would say the majority of the time, no. But sometimes, depending on maybe how long you worked on the ship, probably change jobs. Like the person here who's assigned to take care of the pilot's airport up there, they would need somebody directing the planes. So if he was, let's keep walking this way. Because of that thing underneath.
The bomb.
Yeah, bomb. It's specifically a torpedo. Was to fly low over the water once it got near an enemy aircraft carrier, and it would actually drop that torpedo when it was ready. And hopefully, if that torpedo was moving correctly and aimed the right way, it would go and hit an enemy aircraft carrier. If they had like a night shift, maybe they slept most of the day and then woke up when it was nighttime, and then they would get breakfast. So. This last case here is the pilot. We like to present a lot of stuff that a pilot would have on him when he was flying. So, but specifically, I want to essentially what most people wore. Maybe it changed a little bit depending on your job. And since most of them wore the same thing.
Lunchtime. Double pizza. We're leaving the Intrepid now, so let's continue with the rest. So I'm at the house, gotta play some PS4. Play some MLB for a bit, you know. Just gotta chill. It's currently 5:35, I haven't eaten anything. I mean PM. I haven't eaten. Look at this. I got cups on the floor. I got cans of Dr. Pepper all over the place. What a mess. My shoes on this side. More shoes. I'm a mess. I don't even know why I'm filling it up. Too damn. I'm not lazy, but I just rather use a computer and not do this. Yeah, you can say lazy. Mom's listening to music. Better go take a shower. Oh, it's my towel too. Cleaned. I'm gonna use it. Bless. I'm gonna go shower quick and the washable block is in a bit. My toes are itching. I think I gotta put that fungus thing again. If I even know my mom put it, I'll ask for it. Ow, ow. Ouch. The felt was on my hand. I heard it. Ouch. I'm gonna shower. So, I finished taking a shower. I'm done. No, I need some ice cream. This made the craziest shot ever. But it's too late. There's no replays in Rocket League. We back at it again! Another one! Yes! Alright. I'm gonna get to show y'all after the game is done. Dang it, missed. That's it for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had a good one too. I did. Today was a pretty darn busy day. Some vlogs are gonna be long, some are gonna be short. Depends what goes on, but hope you like today. Seeing the planes and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow for another vlog. Peace. Adios. Konnichiwa. Whatever. Bye bye. Okay. Later. I know you're still here. Oh yeah. Bye. Oh yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please watch my vlog, support, share.